Hi folks, welcome back. First, before I start this video, I just recorded this entire video, and when I went to check it at the very end, something was off with my microphone on my headset, so it was um, it was just bad. So I am re-recording this video now, so that sucks for me, but it also sucks for you because it means you're not getting my first reaction to something. So I apologize in advance if I sound bored or, um, yeah, if I don't sound like I'm enjoying myself. I am enjoying myself, but there you go. So disclaimer, okay? Let's get started. So the last thing that we said we were going to do is go collect the Baronet reward. So off we go. 50 gold. That's what we're about to get, right? Pretty decent amount of money, right? 9 silver pieces. We're definitely in need of it, and we already have our flowers, so I think we're good to go to just go straight there. Um, yeah, I was hoping that he might actually raise the reward price like over time. 50 gold, like that was years ago, so maybe he would have, for inflation and whatnot. But spoiler alert, he doesn't. Because I know I'm from the future, and I have already had that conversation. So, um, if I go straight down, I think I'll just hit the gardens. In fact, I know I will. Don't pretend, Alec. You've already experienced this. Yeah, sometimes it's a Razer headset that I have, and sometimes when I'm using it, it has like kind of this electronic robotic like effect on it. I don't know. It's not great. Simple reset fixes it, but okay. Let's drop off our mushrooms. Well, we're going to try to, because these are not actually fairy circle mushrooms. They are kobold mushrooms. So she may not actually like these. She may not accept these. But we're going to try anyway. God loves a trier, as my girlfriend says. All right. Conrad is nothing but a trier. We'll start with these. Take a load of these, Amelia. You have ruined the mushrooms with toadstools. I cannot buy your mushrooms. Well, fine. I'll eat one. The mushrooms from the fairy ring are pretty good, so you hear. However, when they're mixed with kobold toadstools, that's a horse of a different color. You eat some of the kobold's fungus. Within seconds, your insides feel like they're on fire. Guess you're not a kobold, huh? You think that you'd better take it easy for a while until you recover. Yeah. So, I don't know. Conrad thought that this was a safe place to try out a new substance. You know? In a healer's hut, it's the safest place there is. At least we have these flowers. Take these. We'll be back with real fairy mushrooms, don't worry. Okay, so now let's head to the castle. And let's see what it's all about. God, here we go again. Come in, come in. You have been expected. Baron von Spielberg awaits you in the castle. Nice. Special treatment. That's what it really is all about. So last time the weapon master actually showed up here, but didn't really make a difference because we couldn't afford his services. Oh, little fanfare. And they're joined by a drum set from off screen. The Baron von Spielberg and the Baronet await you in the Great Hall. In we go. All these guards are like brothers or clones. I'm not sure. Words cannot express the gratitude I have towards you. Not only have you freed the baronet from enchantment and allowed my son to return to me, but you have renewed my hope that the curse may be lifted. My son, Baronet Barnard von Spielberg, also desires to acknowledge his indebtedness. Barnard. That is, I am appreciative of your efforts upon my behalf. Furthermore, I understand you have rid our valley of a dangerous kobold magic user in order to free the Baronet von Spielberg. You risked your life to single-handedly defeat the foul spellcaster. You are a true hero, and I thank you. Barnard. I'm pleased you managed to kill the kobold. I sincerely hope you will continue your valiant adventures in our land. If anyone can rid the land of brigands, it will be you. Someday in the near future, I can envision holding a ceremony in your honor and bestowing upon you the title Hero of Spielberg. Barnard. It would be nice if someone could finally defeat the brigands and claim the title. As you leave the castle tomorrow, you will receive the reward money I long ago posted for the safe return of my son, as a token of my thanks. You will, of course, be expected to dine with us and be our guest in the castle tonight. Do you have any questions? I definitely do, but first, let me painstakingly look at everything in this room. The guards stand stiffly at attention. The great hall of Spielberg Castle is not very impressive. The room is plain, with scuffed floors and grimy plastered walls. Last time I made a joke about not being able to see the grime because of the pixels, but I think the joke doesn't land as well this time because I've already done it. It doesn't really look that grimy, to be honest. Like, Conrad's actually pretty impressed, but I guess Conrad comes from a humble background. The Baron grabbed these windows on crusades to Tangiers, and, you know, if I were smart, I would have looked up how to pronounce that, but I didn't. So I failed twice in a row. I've been playing a lot of Crusader Kings lately, so this is he's a Baron, right? So he probably joined the Crusades, joined a holy war, um, maybe got this land as no, probably did not get this land as a reward. Tangiers is. Let me just. You know what? I'm gonna look up where this is. Expose my ignorance. Let's do this live. It's a city in Morocco, so northern Africa. So there was a crusade there. How do you pronounce it? Let's look this up. Pronunciation. Tangiers. I don't know if you guys could hear that through my mic, but Tangiers with like a British accent. Great. Well, there you go. Northern Africa, Morocco, cool. They mix in real world stuff like this, but then they also mix in a wine of the rarest vintage from Razier stands ready for dinner. And I made the comment last time, I don't know if this was in the EGA version, because if it was, that's actually incredible foreshadowing and good world building. If they're just name dropping like cities and places that you'll go to in the future, that's really cool. But more likely, and maybe one of you guys knows the answer here, but more likely this is the VGA version, which came out after the original Quest for Glory 2, and maybe they just stuck this in as a little reference. I don't know. The von Spielberg coat of arms, twin Saurus guarding, winged chevron on a field azure. There you go. Heraldry with dinosaurs. A brazier stands ready for the evening's coals. Missing an apostrophe there. A vase from the Ding dynasty, so named because their stoneware makes a pleasant bell-like sound when tapped with a fingernail. Behind the velvet curtains is an alcove leading to the offices of the Baron. The tapestry on the back wall seems to depict some great battle of the past. The throne of the Baron is an unimpressive wooden high-back chair. The Baron von Spielberg looks like he was once a strong man, but sorrow has aged him greatly. The Baronet looks his usual haughty self, although his clothes are a little neater than the last time you saw him. And he still has incredibly poor fashion sense as well. A roast pig waits on the sideboard to be your supper. Okay, pig for dinner. The table is prepared for dinner. Do you have timing or what? Yeah, did they just actually... What time is it? Oh, maybe they were just about to have dinner. So what would happen if I came in the morning? Would they have had pig for breakfast? I guess people do that. That's what bacon is, Alec. Okay, let's talk to these guys. Baron, I am Stefan von Spielberg, 12th Baron of Spielberg Castle. Okay, it's a nice castle, actually. This castle has been in the family for 2 centuries now as a gift from King Siegfried III. I can't ask about King Siegfried because he's dead. Let's ask about the curse. Some years back, I tried to force the ogress Baby Yaga, Baba Yaga to leave our valley, and she put a curse upon me that I should lose everything I held dear. When I lost my daughter and my son, I lost all interest in living. My land suffered because I suffered. Now, though, with the return of my son, I trust the prophecy is about to come true, thanks to you. So, what did she do to you exactly? I've attempted everything in my power to get her to go away. I fear it will take some kind of magic to be able to counteract her magic. Well, you didn't answer my question, but thanks. There's a piece of me that really wants there to be like more nuance here. That Baba Yaga is like well within her rights to be in Spielberg, and she's like this, she's strange, she's witchy, but she's living in the forest. Like, what harm is she doing? I have not seen what harm she has done, to be honest. Brigands, fair enough. They are coming out at me and like fighting me, right? Um, they like stole from Abdullah, but Baba Yaga hasn't really done anything except put a curse on this guy and he tried to push her out of the forest. So she didn't really do that unprovoked. That's more my take on it. I don't know if that's Conrad's take. I think Conrad's a simple guy. He's like, oh, okay, ogres are just bad, right? They're just evil. But I don't know. I want a little bit more nuance, and I do think that nuance does grow in time, maybe over the course of the series. We'll take a peek. Take a peek. Prophecy. The prophecy states, comes a hero from the east, free the man from in the beast, bring the child from out the band, drive the cursor from the land. You entered here from the east, and you released my son from the form of a bear. I am certain you can fulfill the rest of it and remove this dreadful curse. Yeah, we're halfway there, actually. And tell us about your daughter. My beautiful little daughter was stolen away 10 years ago by Baba Yaga's magic. She has never been found, despite all the searching that has been done for her. I thought she was lost forever, but you have renewed my hope that I will again have her beside me. And I mentioned last time that he didn't actually mention Yorick here, so I don't know why we want to ask about that, but I guess it's just a limitation of this dialogue system. So we'll just ask about it. Yorick was my court jester, a man of infinite jest. He went off to find my daughter, but alas, poor Yorick never returned. Magic? I know very little about magic, much to my sorrow. Perhaps you should talk to the wizards Zara in town or Erasmus on Zauberberg. We've done both, actually. There's another thing I wanted to say is Erasmus casually mentioned that he plays cards with Baba Yaga. It just makes me think that she's not like I desperately want her to be misunderstood, even though she's just straight up evil. But all right, that was Castle Baron Curse. Let's ask about the brigands. If I had more guards, I would wipe the brigands out myself. Now that I have my son at my side, it will take some time before this castle and land have recovered from my sorrow. So I still think it will take a hero to destroy the brigands. I know they have some kind of fortress at the far south of the valley. I have heard rumors they have set up an ambush for all that approach. It is also rumored that there is another way into their fortress, but I have no further knowledge about it. Reward. I have offered substantial rewards for the return of my son and my daughter, as well as for the leader and warlock of the brigands. Yes, there have always been brigands around, but until the leader and the warlock showed up a few years ago, they were not much of a problem. The leader seems to be a brilliant strategist who manages each raid with little loss. Once the leader is gone, I'm sure the brigands can be easily defeated. And the warlock. As if this valley hasn't been plagued with enough evil magic users. From what I've heard, his magic isn't powerful, but it is used effectively. All right, I think that's all we are going to get from the Baron. And let's talk to this douche. Baronet. I am Baronet Bernard von Spielberg, heir to the lands and all within. Yes, yes, very good. So how did you get into this scrape with the kobold? I rode off one morning with my men in search of monsters to fight. I got separated from my men when I came across the entrance to the cave. As I entered, the kobold ordered me to get out. I informed it that I was Baronet Bernard von Spielberg and heir to the lands and all within. I ordered it to bow before me. Then it cast a spell upon me, and I remember very little after that. Like father, like son, right? Roaming around, encountering, you know, other sentient people, creatures, ordering them to leave and submit to noble will. And yeah, then they get punished for it. So I don't know, there's a pattern here. How was it like being a bear? I would prefer not to talk about that. Well, I think you were nicer like that. And then the brigands. I will soon lead the troops against the brigands and wipe them from this land. You sure about that? Because I don't think your dad has the same idea. Think he's relying on me. All right, let's go upstairs to our room. Oh, you better stay in the main hall. It wouldn't be wise to offend the Baron. Guess we're not staying up there. A servant is awaiting you outside to show you to your quarters. We will see you at supper later. All right. Our quarters are just the stable, aren't they? After a wonderful meal with the Baron and his son, a peaceful night's sleep in a feather-down bed, and a filling breakfast in bed, you are ready to go adventuring once more. That's the life. I'm gonna save it right there. Um, breakfast in bed. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I saved it. Oh, whoops. Ah, okay. I just saved it over Stag Party, I guess. Oh, I get it. All right, I was confused there for a second. In my last video, I think I had like made too many saves. I'm really confused. Don't call this Stag Party. Call it Breakfast in Bed. Sure. Save. Um, DOSBox is not recognizing my keys. I'm like typing too quickly, I think, for the whenever I save my game. So I promise I know how to type. It's just an old game. Okay, so well, day is dawning, right? On day 7, we are much richer now. 50 gold pieces and 19 silver pieces. Yeah, last time I spent a good chunk of time in the healer's hut trying to figure out the exchange rate between silver and gold, and this right here is confirming what I thought. It's 10 silvers to a gold, which makes getting 200 gold pieces a lot more likely, I think, than I thought before. I'm coming in here to buy just a couple of healing potions, because we are actually a little more than basically just half health right now. So we have one healing potion, but I want to just get a couple more, just to have. This, now that we have money, I think Conrad is probably just going to pick it up. He doesn't know why he'll need it, but he is willing to, I think, pay for it now that he has a little bit of extra cash, just in case. We don't know why we'll need it. We know we don't need mana potions at all because we don't use magic, but you know, rubbing yourself down with some undead ointment, that Conrad can get behind. So we've done that. Now we have to decide what we're going to do next. So we have this gem, and that's the gem that we need to give to the skull in front of Baba Yaga's hut. So we could just go give the gem to the skull now, but I think we're gonna help the Dryad first, because the fox, whoever that was, we don't know who that was really, but he told us that we needed the dryads help to break the curse. So Conrad, remembering that, is going to go do that. And to help the dryad, we need to like prove that we're a friend of the forest or whatever. So that means we need to go get that seed. Now I'm raging because in the last video I got to the seed and it only took me like 2 or 3 tries. So I'm really hoping that that just happens again. Because I was all ready to like settle in for a long haul, and I'm sad you guys missed that because okay, these guys are really annoying. They feint their attacks, so it's hard for me to tell. There we go. What? Yeah, these guys are definitely still the hardest enemy type. I have to be paying attention. I can't just spam my attacks. 18 silver coins. Very good. Let's just check our health here because I think probably we should just take a healing potion. I want to rest, but let's take one first because regardless, we can rest at the mushroom circle. Okay. Yeah, but what I was saying is the seed situation. I was worried that I was gonna have to like just sit there and grind out my throwing ability. We're looking for the mushroom circle right now. Where is that? It's around here somewhere. Oh, am I lost? I shouldn't have. I should have just followed the whole stag. Okay, here we go. Right, we're gonna take a bunch of these. I don't know if there's a limit on how much she will accept. So we're gonna take 5 handfuls. 3, 4, 5. We're gonna rest here, I think. I think it's safe here. 54 out of 57. So yeah, very good. Nearly full health. Lovely. So yeah, we're not gonna. I think it's best if we just prepare ourselves for Baba Yaga as much as we can. We don't know what is going to happen with that. All right, let's see if any goblins want to come out and play. We got 2. Good. Let's fight 2. Get some more cash. I like how they're waiting in line. Just like modern games, actually. Queuing up to be killed. Stupid. I didn't actually get very much money the last time I did this. A strange place to take a nap. This guy like lost. Oh, okay, yeah, he lost the poker game. But let's see if we have 4 silvers. All right. Good, good, good. We'll rest when we get to the seeds. I'm pretty sure this is where Baba Yaga is. Let me just confirm that. I suppose we could give the gem and just not go inside. Oh, he's asking for it as well. Did you get my glowing gem? Give it to me. I mean, please give it to me. Yeah, here. Take it, but I'm not going inside yet. You place the glowing gem inside the skull. I can see! I have eyes again. Yeah! Is that what you look like? Oh well, have fun visiting Baba Yaga, and good luck. You'll need it. I hope you can remember the rhyme that you told us. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Alright, yeah, we're not going to go in right now. So, but good job to us. Alright. So that's done. We dropped that off. Let's go to the seeds and pray for a miracle. No, like I am hoping that it won't be that bad to get it. I have a theory about something that I'm gonna share with you guys. Okay. So this only took me a couple of tries last time. It was spectacular. I wish you guys could have been there. Let's save this as getting the seed. Actually, before I do that, just rest. I'm just gonna rest maybe 30 minutes. So we're like pretty full up on everything, and now I will save this. Okay. Getting the seed in case this takes too long. Alright, grab our rocks. So here's my theory. My theory is that throwing at this one is actually more likely. That's how I got it, was throwing at this one. And let's see if this works. Well, no, it did not. But I swear to God, it was like the second or third try. Oh, yeah, okay. So I think I just am at the right throwing threshold right now. Very nice. Cool. So throwing 41 doesn't take much. Conrad thinks he's really smart. 31 intelligence. All right, we got the seed. I'll just save over getting the seed. And yeah, let's head back to the Dryad then to give her this. I'm just gonna go straight down. I'll fight this first, but whoa. Saurus. Doesn't feel like something that would be native to a forest with deciduous trees. I was reading about this game on Wikipedia, and I guess a lot of the art, specifically for like the character art and dialogue, was actually done with claymation for the VGA remake, which is kind of wild to me. But I guess you can see it definitely in the character portraits. I don't exactly know. Just going, yep, let's fight him. So I think they like used claymation as a model, and then, wow, you find a single silver coin, carefully polish it, and place it in your pouch. What a way to make a living! Yes, that's true. But yeah, that's kind of a cool way of doing things. I don't think that I've never heard of them doing that in other. I know for King's Quest 6 they did like they like filmed real people or with rotoscopes or something. I don't know anything about this kind of stuff, but they threw a lot of money behind it, is I guess the point. A lot of money and a lot of tech for the time. Okay, so this should be it. I didn't actually get this far in the last video, so I must have been more efficient this time around. But I am about at time now, so next time we're going to see what she wants. Whoops, I keep doing that. Mushroom circle. It's not the mushroom circle. It is helping the Dryad. Okay. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.